Welcome back, AVP Wargamers. Jason here with another video, and I have today finally received my evolved Alien Warriors and Alien Praetorian. Now, we're going to take these guys out, show you how awesome they are, and then we're going to compare them to some of the previously released Alien Royal Guard and Alien Warriors. So I've already taken these guys out of the box to kind of show you quickly what they look like. So this box, the aliens that are evolved, it's a 2-set Unicast, which means they're single cast warriors, like so. And of course you get the reference cards, and you get, yes, here's your single reference card for your evolved alien warriors. And you get 2 of your ping tokens. There you go, for those 2 guys. So let's take a look. And I'm going to compare these guys to the Alien Warriors that are already out. So here we go. Unicast is, again, the way Prodos Games casts up their miniatures. They've been really on this kick of making these figures single models that you don't have to glue multiple parts together with, which for some collectors is really good because it's more of like a statue than an actual model kit. And I've seen some really beautiful pictures of these painted up online, and I cannot wait to paint them myself. Now, one thing about these models is they're resin, which means you're going to have to wash them when you get them because there's probably some mold release hidden in the nooks and crannies on this thing. But because it is resin, you can get these incredibly fine details. And I gotta tell you, these are a beauty to paint. And I just love painting these aliens, whether they're the Unicast or the ones you glue together. Now, I got the pre-order deal. When you order this particular set, when you got it in early September, you actually got this pre-order exclusive, which is a Alien Evolved Warrior 6. This is based off of the single player character you play as in the Alien vs. Predator video game as the first person shooter. So you actually play as number 6, and for the first time ever, the exclusive gets its own actual card. So we're gonna talk about what this guy does in just a little bit. But before I do that, I'm going to compare it to some of the other Unicast aliens. So this is the original Unicast Alien Warrior. I got it all painted up. And when you hold it up next to this other Alien Warrior, you can see the base is significantly bigger. On the Evolved Warriors, they're going to take up more room on your table because their tails are way longer than any other Alien Warrior. So you figure these are the Alien Warriors that have been growing in the hive for a long time, and they get these super long tails, which is kind of cool because then it explains the ridiculous long tail scene from Alien vs. Predator. Now, I will bring out one of these aliens. This Alien Warrior design is based off of the Alien Colonial Marines. Next to your Evolved Warriors, you can see the difference there. I like the shape of the head on the Evolved Warriors. It's much more like the movie. These guys don't really have a bulbous end of their head like this one does. So I do like this design a lot more than this design. However, I do like the tails on both, especially the ones that you can glue together, because you can kind of pose these guys. These guys come pre-posed. But the poses they've chosen are pretty spectacular. So you definitely get a good variety on the table. Now I'm also going to show you, this is the convention exclusive Alien Warrior. This one is based of more of the actual suit design for the guy in the suit from the movie Aliens. So it's got the more bulbous head, which I like. So a lot closer to that. But it's got the shorter tail, and it's got the legs more suit-like than the other ones. And the hands are a lot more accurate to the film than these ones. But we'll show you them together like that. So, that's the evolved Alien Warrior. Now let's compare the cards. We have here Alien Warrior 6, regular Alien Warrior, and the Evolved Warrior. Now, you can see these two guys, the evolved ones, have a lot more options. These guys can spit acid, where these guys can't. This has Alien Warrior claws versus these claws. It looks like... we got the rate of attacks are the same. These guys are better at piercing armor, but these guys don't have as hard a time hitting with their strength. Now let's see, what else do we got? Now let's look at the stats here. 1. The RS is 11 here, and this one's 10 on the regular ones. And we have everything here is 2. Constitution is 14. Well, this is Leadership 19. This one's Constitution 13. Now there were some rule changes between this edition and these editions. So you can kind of see that reflected on the side here. Now as far as abilities, your Evolved Warriors have a bunch of different abilities. This guy, your regular Alien Warriors, they've got their Acid Blood. It looks like he does have an Acid Spit ability, but it's not featured on the front of the card like this one is. Now these guys both have Paroxysm, Acid Spit, but number 6 here has a special thing where he can actually evolve into one of these guys. So at a certain point during the game, when he kills enough characters, he can evolve into that. And he's got a dodge ability. That's pretty cool. So there you go. So there's the Alien Warriors. Kind of just a rough comparison to what they do. Now, let's look at the Praetorian. Now the Praetorian is a much bigger model. I'll open him up for the first time. Now this is a very dynamic model. I love the pose. It's incredible, all the detail on the base. And the bases are just getting more and more detailed, I've noticed, with these as time goes on. Now you see that piece by his chin? You could probably trim that off, or you could just paint it to look like slobber. I'm probably going to paint mine to look like slobber, because aliens tend to drool all over the place. It looks like we have a smash sentry gun under there, so don't forget that detail. And then he also has a card here. The Alien Praetorian card. His abilities and the token. Pretty cool there. So let's compare to the Royal Guard, which was the original kind of... I mean, they're actually technically two different types of creatures in the game, but they are comparative. Now this version is a little bit bigger. The head detail, I think, is cooler on this one, the Praetorian, than the Royal Guard. Like that. There you go. All in all, I think I like this model better than this one, even though this one's still really cool. It's just, I don't know, I think the details are just way more vicious looking than in this guy. That's just my opinion. Still pretty cool. But let's see how they stack up next to each other. Okay, so we have here, he's got the Praetorian has a tail strike and claws. The Royal Guard just has the claws. This one can attack more often than this one. And the stats here, you know, it looks like they dropped the leadership from this version, the older version of the game, which is kind of nice because it was kind of all the same. Close combat, these guys are better. So yeah, let's see. We have Acid Blood and Royal Pheromones on this guy. This one has Paroxysm, Royal Pheromones, and Acid Blood. So a little bit of an upgrade to the Praetorian over the Royal Guard. So just a slight increase there, not too much. And this guy's got a 40 millimeter base versus a 30 millimeter base. So yeah, so you're looking, one guy's going to be take a little bit more room on the table than the other guy. All right, so all in all, my review of these guys, I would think that the Evolved Warriors are definitely a must-have for your alien army. I think that as far as like the stats go, I haven't played them yet, but I believe they'll probably be a little bit more better than these guys, but these guys will probably be cheaper for what you're getting. And it's not that much of a boost, but they're still pretty cool. I love the fact that they did the Evolved Alien Warrior 6. I think that's really fluffy for narrative campaigns, and especially if you want to have like a named character. I think this is a lot cooler than the Grid Alien. I mean, obviously, if you play the first-person shooter, this alien wreaked havoc on an entire Marine base and eventually becomes the queen. It's inspiring to do like an evolved version and then maybe even do a queen version of Royal 6. It'd be fun to kind of carve a 6 in this guy's forehead. So he evolves into this. I think that's just amazing. So yeah. I like it. I think it's cool. If you're collecting, you should definitely add these guys to your army. If you can get that that Evolved Alien 6 from somebody, it's totally worth it. I think it's really cool. He's killing the big bad doctor from the game too. May he rest in peace.